Today's going to be part 2 of the Harley Davidson saddlebag lid covers build. But I've got a bunch of boxes here. Well, not a bunch. I have 2 boxes specifically I need to open up and have a look at, and I invite you along to have a look with me as well.
Well, I had a camera issue, and so you didn't get to see the first unboxing, but here you can just see that I'm just unboxing my motorcycle leather. It actually came out pretty good. I was really pleased with this one. And then the rest of this video is going to be all time-lapsed. It's just me making a pattern of so I know how to cut the side pieces out so they can be laced to the top piece that you guys saw in the last video. So I'm also kind of just figuring out how to even make the pattern, and so I just cut a couple 5-inch strips from some utility paper, and then I wind up wrapping that around the lid itself, and then like you can see here, just double taping it to reinforce the paper, and then tracing that out onto some cardboard, and then cutting that out. That way it'll be more of a permanent template. So here I'm using a half round punch to punch out that hole. So now from here on out, in this segment, that I'm just going to be tracing out my paper pattern on the cardboard and then cutting those out and getting them ready for leather. And here I'm just using a 1/4 round corner just to get a cleaner curve on that cut. And don't you just love it when a plan comes together? It's always good to label your semi-permanent templates in case you need to build the same project again. Ah yes, and here comes the leather, the always nerve-wracking permanency of cutting the leather. So I'm using a silver Sharpie, just marking out the templates that I just made, and then I'm going to carefully cut on the inside of the Sharpie marking so I don't make the template bigger or make the cut bigger than the template, because it's already about 1/8 inch larger because I've already traced it once. So I don't want it to get any bigger, so I'm just going to take my time, be careful here, and get this cut out right so I don't have to go back and make a bunch of different little tiny trim marks. So what you see me doing here is putting on a double-sided sticky tape to help me hold the 2 pieces of leather together as I run my punches through. You're going to see me hold up a can of saddle soap here, just flashed right by just then. I use that as kind of a lubricant for my flat lacing punches, because that's what I'm going to be doing now, is actually lacing all the pieces together. This is going to take quite some time. So I'm just preparing the needle, and you can see I use a Imperial lace there. And I'm, like I said, preparing the needle and the lace, and then I start the epic task of lacing this. Now, this took about a half hour to, well, maybe a little longer than a half hour, maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes, just to lace the amount that I did lace here. And I always have to keep going back with the sewing awl, making the holes a little bit wider, makes it easier for the needles to get through. But once it's done, I mean, it looks fantastic. And a pro tip here is always take time to take a quick break. If you stretch your fingers, even if it means just to look away, grab a drink of your soda or something. But take a break so you don't overstress your hands. And here you have it, folks. It's not necessarily finished, but what I've accomplished so far, I've got about another 8 to 10 hours worth of lacing here because I have to do both of the lid covers. But thank you for watching. This has been part 2 of the lid cover builds, and I will update you again when I make some progress and show you the next steps. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell if you want notifications. Thanks. Bye-bye.